Welcome back to the show, guys. That's Tristan. I'm Galen, and this is Profound Nonsense. This episode is a fun one for us. Hopefully, it's a fun one for you guys. Today is going to be focused around a theme that both of us care a lot about. We are going to be doing episodes like today's bi-monthly, so every other month. We'll have one episode at the end of the month, which is dedicated to something we love. We're going to do deep dive breakdowns of things, themes in movies. You know, it could range from something like space, and we break down movies that take place in space, why they're created, what the themes are within those movies. Another one that we're probably going to do is Christopher Nolan movies. We love Nolan, so we want to dedicate an entire episode to him. Today's episode is something that Tristan cares deeply about.
Zombies.
Zombies.
We're talking about zombies today.
We're getting into zombies. So that is going to be the entire episode. If you don't like zombies, stick around. Maybe by the end of the episode you will. And if you do like zombies, this is the episode for you. Tristan, take it over.
All right, Galen. So I feel like we are pretty close. I think that we talk damn near every single day.
I believe.
Okay.
Indubitably.
Yeah, I'm always hitting you up about something irrelevant.
It's true.
Well, let's say I haven't talked to you in like 2 days. Not bugging you, not texting you, not calling you about something that happened at work. Weird. I definitely should have called you by now because it's Sunday. And I should have been asking at least if we're hanging out. And I don't answer any of your calls, any of your texts. My phone says I'm at home. You assume the worst. I got a girl over. You leave it and call me on Monday because we need to record our podcast. No answer. You take the plunge and you pull up into my apartment. You step inside and it kind of smells of rotten food. Did I not take out my trash? The apartment is a mess. He's probably just been doing a lot of doubles and is tired.
Regular schmegular Tristan.
Exactly. You think, all right, Tristan, you call out. No answer. You hear rustling in my bedroom. Lazy bastard. You mumble under your breath. You start walking towards the bedroom, but that stink amplifies. Tristan? You hear a crescendoing growl and snarling. Silence follows. You feel this sense of dread come over you. Your best friend is not behind that door. You can't explain this urge, but you silently start backing up quietly. You dare not make another noise. You stumble over some of my clutter, and you're shot with anguish. You listen. Okay. Nothing. Boom, I bust through the door, and I tackle you. You push me off as you're about to escape, and you lock me in my apartment. I'm banging on the door in a terrifyingly primal, foreign way. Who the fuck is in there? You collect yourself. You need to go downstairs and tell Addie and reassess. As you're walking away, there's a sloshing with every step. No. You fill up your arm. You dare not look where you're examining. Ooh. A portion of your left shoulder is tender, sore, wet with warm blood. Missing. Fade to black. I bit you.
Damn.
Set the stage. I am the monster, but I wasn't before. Zombies are so cool. Mm-hmm. How would you know?
Mm-hmm.
I look like me, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I love zombies. All right. So I wanted to make a little short story today. I had a little fun with it. I don't really write, so I had to use my brain, and it was fun. We're going to be going over
Love it.
all things zombies. So we're going to go over the origin of zombies, where it originated. Haiti is where the inspiration of zombies that we see today originate from. And then how it came from what we found in Haiti and how it quickly evolved into the zombies that we see today. The fast boys, the mindless, fast guys that are just the fear is in the numbers more than anything else. I want to go over Haiti and the original meeting. I want to go over to how Hollywood took it, remixed it, and how zombies in different eras of film represent different things that are happening in society, and just what exactly makes them such a pop culture phenomena. And also, I want to jump into video games a little bit as to why they're such a goated video game subgenre. And then we're going to wrap it up with just what we think that the future of zombies is going to hold. Now, when I was doing my research for this episode, I learned a lot about the origin, and it's ironically way more brutal than any zombie movie out there. And I want to give the origin and the history of zombies and the culture of Haiti their respect, and I wanted to have a nice segment about the history of it because it is very rich. And it's very informative whenever you go over something as silly as zombies, and then you can learn about history and how everything originates probably from colonization, to be honest with you. It all comes down to something ill, and then it gets monetized. It's pretty gross, but
disgusting.
So Haiti, as we know it, used to be called Haiti by the natives of the island, meaning flower of highland. Haiti was Christopher Columbus's first stop on his way to the New World. He landed in now Haiti in January 1493. He landed in La Navidad, and he gave the ownership of the island to Spain and renamed it Hispaniola. With Christopher Columbus, obviously comes slavery. The United States is not an isolated incident. And the natives were worked nearly to extinction until they switched over their slavery model to chattel slavery. And chattel slavery, I'm glad you asked, is the absolute possession of your slaves, as opposed to just having these people and just like you don't care at all.
Right.
It's
just
these
workers.
Yeah, but now they're your property. And they are completely removed of their identity. They're branded, traded, and bred as if they were cattle. They are the owner's possession. Owners don't mess with each other's slaves because that's a law. You can't do that. But they're not human anyway, so.
You fucking guys.
In 1625, it was repossessed by the French, and Haiti was then named Saint Dominique. I don't care about the spelling because it was French. And they even expounded even more on this slavery model. And within 100 years of French's occupation in Haiti, over 1 million African slaves died. Just in 100 years. You don't know how tiny Haiti is?
Yeah.
Horrible. And for a lot of slaves, thousands resorted to suicide because they felt like that was way better than what they had going on as a slave. The life was very bleak. Life was very, very, very bleak. And I can theorize, I couldn't find the real origin on why this folklore started circulating, But there were stories during the French ruling that slaves who took their lives would be stuck in this purgatory state between life or death, unable to reclaim ownership of their body and just walking as this soulless vessel. And that would scare people from killing themselves. Cause like, whoa, if I'm gonna have to do this, I might as well like be conscientious of it, I guess.
Right.
So it was kind of I don't know, like a little story that you tell people, and it just started evolving as any one of those mythos go. And as it evolved, we started adding witch doctors, rituals, hallucinogens, and how people would be brought back from the dead to become laborers or even thieves. And they are fully under the possessor's command even after a whole entire life of that exact same fate. Live your whole life being a slave. As soon as you die, you're coming back to be a slave. Horrible, scary stuff. There's a lot of theories as to how the zombie stuff worked. And I've read that it was most likely hallucinogens, different types of practices, like poisons that'll like slow down your heart rate. And so they're dead when they're buried, and then they get brought back. And then there's some hallucinogens that like clear off your mind. So like you're just a zombie.
Right.
So obviously I couldn't find no real science documents about like they were real zombies, but like it's still deeply rooted in Haiti culture, and it should be respected for what it is because it is tied to very, very tragic,
This awful history.
awful history. So
It's crazy how we can like turn such like evil history and treatment of people into something that is such like a widespread loved trope theme in movies, you know? And nobody knows the history behind it. I had no idea about any of that stuff until you just said it just now. You know, like
yeah,
like it's insane.
I didn't even know Christopher Columbus' first stop was Haiti. I learned a lot. You know,
I knew that much. Yeah, that's wild.
Now, how does this come to zombies that we know today? Well, in the 1910s to the 1930s, the U.S. decided to occupy Haiti to restore order and maintain political and economic stability.
Right.
The U.S. going to U.S.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So during that time, U.S. troops that were stationed there were observing Haitian traditions and culture. And they were writing books, and they were coming back to the States and being like, yo, they were like doing some rituals. It's crazy. And like they were just spreading what they learned in Haiti. Well, fast forward to 1932, we have our very first zombie movie called White Zombies.
Oh.
And although we have our first zombie movie, it wasn't a good movie. It just wasn't good, but it was the first zombie movie.
You said 1932? Right.
And it was immediately, bro, they wasted no time to whitewash it. Every character is white, but it is about a woman being transformed by this white voodoo master so that she can do his bidding. That's all it is. It's nothing substantial. But that is where we got our first zombie movie. And we didn't really start picking up traction until Daddy Zombie himself, George Romero, came into the scene. He came into the scene heavy with Night of the Living Dead and really put his foundation in just being Daddy Zombie with Dawn of the Dead from 1978.
Yep.
Night of the Living Dead has a couple of notable um, differences, which is his protagonist was a black man,
Yep.
and he had the first zombie movie where the strength was in numbers. And also, I learned this during my research. He had copyright issues with that movie, so the movie became public domain like almost immediately.
Really?
Yeah, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing for him because
Right.
he
He has no
doesn't really
shit.
have financial hold on that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that also means that movie spread like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
We had a huge accessibility to zombies as a
Yep.
whole. So I feel like that did it a big justice in like what our love for zombies come from.
Yeah.
And then I think he definitely tapped in whenever he got into Dawn of the Dead. And Dawn of the Dead from 1978 is one of the best movies, and even his remake's good.
Mm-hmm.
From 2006, love that one too.
Yeah, both are great.
A couple of things that were going on from the 60s and the 70s in real life was a lot of social unrest. There was a trust collapse, and it was the time where things were getting more violent in
Yeah.
media. So we have televised violence. We had a lot people were growing up when they saw The Exorcist. People were not used to that, and that was the part of the like just instilling it into what we see today. And then the system is not protecting us. And I think that zombies, especially like starting here, become a manifestation of social issues, and it becomes a I don't know how to explain this, mass madness, mass behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Everything around you is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's personify it to these zombies. It's
Yeah.
the Republicans, it's the Democrats, you know what I'm saying? It's the people that don't think like us.
Yeah.
It's everyone against me.
Yep.
It may be you if you're not bit yet, you know?
Apparently I am. So,
And Dawn of the Dead specifically turned zombies into consumer satire,
yeah.
mindlessly returning to malls because they don't have anything else to do.
Yep.
It's uncanny, you know what I'm saying? Like we live in a society, you know what I'm saying? And I think that we had a really steady pace of zombies until the 2000s. The 2000s changed everything.
Yeah.
And I will give full credit to two franchises. 28 Days Later and the Resident Evil franchise as a whole.
Yeah.
These two heavy hitters, bro, changed everything. There was not a single zombie movie before 28 Days Later that had runners.
Yeah, it revolutionized what zombies could be.
You telling me they can run?
It changed the game. And also, like, you know, it started drawing up the question of, like, do you have to die to become a zombie?
And what is death? Autonomy, lack of autonomy over yourself?
Exactly. What does that mean?
And it was a rage virus in 28 Days Later.
Mm-hmm.
It was essentially rabies. It was human rabies.
Yeah.
That's scientific backing. You know, like rabies exist.
Mm-hmm.
We'll die if we get it. We do act weird, like you can't drink water. You're so thirsty, you become a kind of aggressive and like stiff.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you started acting like the animals that bit you with the rabies? And you have a great movie. And not only did 28 Days Later do zombies really, really well, the social commentary on like how does everyone else react? You have this radio call from these military guys. The moment they see two women, they are predators. They immediately go to that. Scary. They're military men.
Yeah.
First time you see that sweet old man in his riot gear, you're like, oh, he
Yeah.
is scary. The sweetest old guy you could ever meet in this situation. He gets one drop in his eye.
Cooked.
done. Everything can change so fast.
Yeah.
That's what 28 Days Later did so well.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, Resident Evil, that's just big pharma.
Yeah.
Big pharma doing too much. We have the T virus. Umbrella Corporation has their foot in everything, bro. They got it in weapons. They got it in pharmaceuticals. They have it in agriculture. The Umbrella Corporation just is in everything, and it was, I feel like, a little social commentary on post 9/11, corporate mistrust, SARS and the H1N1 era outbreak anxiety. Like these things that everyone says, like every single time we have these outbreaks, oh, the government made this disease.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but-
H1N1?
Swine flu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
And if you can have this company that is in everything and they do a little bad thing, what are you going to do? You can't do anything. If Jeff Bezos started making some zombie viruses, bro, we can't do anything.
We're cooked.
Yeah.
We're so fucked.
Elon
shit.
Musk.
Don't get any ideas, Bezos. We know you're watching.
Like, it's not even that far-fetched, in my opinion, just like how much power like a company can have and then spread all these things.
Yeah.
And I think that Resident Evil has some of the lore is like kind of out there, but I've been a Resident Evil fan since the jump, bro. I love me some Resident Evil. Best horror video game franchise to ever exist.
For sure.
So off the soapbox, zombies evolved
Episodes of Soapbox.
where they're just no longer dead. Like they're just not dead, hungry, looking for brains. They're infected and they're angry and they're fast.
It's less about numbers. It's more about individual zombie.
Yes.
What does that mean? And then what are the people around who are not zombies doing?
I think that you need to have a healthy balance of the two. You can't have too much of one or the other.
Agreed.
And instead of supernatural punishment being like the origin of zombies, we're now associating zombies to systematic failure. They were experimenting on the rage virus on these monkeys.
Yeah.
The whole world suffers.
Yeah.
Umbrella Corporation drops this cancer curing vial, turns everyone into zombies. Do they have cancer now, though? I don't know. Everyone died to let me know. So, Romero zombies are about a slow societal death, whereas these zombies instill that this can happen in seconds, quite literally within an hour. And then I consider this a different wave, but I don't think that the train ever stopped. 2010s. We just been riding a zombie train ever since. But there was a noticeable difference whenever we got to 2010s where we're not trying to trend set. I think that we understood that zombies are good within themselves, but how do we get deeper? Then we have things like Walking Dead. We have World War Z, which was a huge zombie movie in the 2010s. And then we also have Zombieland. I'm going to give Zombieland its flowers.
As fuck.
I think that's my favorite zombie parody.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think Shaun of the Dead's overrated.
I concur.
I don't care for that movie, bro.
I concur. I don't know.
It did its thing for when
It's a
came
comedy
out.
movie.
Right.
It's not a zombie movie. You know, like it's more comedy than zombie for me.
Yeah.
Like I care more about.
I respect it as the art, but I just think that Zombieland does comedy zombie better than Shaun of the Dead.
What's that other movie that the same guy, he's in another like zombie-ish type movie. At World's End or something. Did you ever watch that?
Wasn't it Alien? Wasn't it Aliens? Where he was like Night Watch. I'm thinking of something else, I think.
No, I think you're thinking of someone else. It's the guy from Mission Impossible, like the tech guy. Same as Shaun of the Dead. But it's like him and a bunch of homies going back to their hometown to do like a bar crawl. But everyone in their hometown is a zombie.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Mhm.
All right, we gotta watch that.
All right. I'm down. That sounds fun.
It's so great.
The association to zombies in this time period was going to probably be 2008, the financial collapse, and then political polarization, climate dread, and the fact that institutions can't save you. A lot of these zombie forms in this era are going to be instilled in, like, the zombies already are here.
Yeah.
That's not really what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah,
It's the weather, not the setting anymore.
Yeah.
So, with The Walking Dead, we're rebuilding civilization, and same with Zombieland. Just it's funny, make it cute, and zombies are no longer the main antagonist. I think the new antagonist would be considered the other survivors, the other factions, moral crossroads,
Yeah.
and just like the new laws in this world's rebuild. What is right? What is wrong? What is
Yeah.
okay now?
Right.
It
Everything's flipped
completely strips
backwards.
everything. And hold on. Hold on.
He's about to cook.
Okay. So we have the 60s and the 70s, which is social commentary of we're just consumers and we don't trust the government. What 2000s we have H1N1, we have 9/11, we don't trust the government. Okay, interesting. And then in the 2000s, we have 2008's insecurity, climate dread, institutions can't save you. There's a lot of common themes that no matter what, no matter how the zombies look differently, we still are worried about losing our identity. The institutions that we are trusting fails us. We have to trust these institutions. We have to. We have literally no choice. But what happens when it fails you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do then?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it is a fear that a lot of us have, like what happens when this doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And I think that zombies are really fun. And I think there's about 3 different types of reasons why one would enjoy zombie media so much. Okay. Let's start with you, Galen.
What?
Do you have any you have a thought? Do you have a theory on why zombies are so like popular?
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, we all want to put ourselves in a situation where like it comes down to how would you handle this, you know? And I do feel like the different trends that we see throughout zombie movies, you know, like the OG slow brain rot, but like numerous zombies versus the like speedy 6 and 1 what are they called in 28?
Infected.
Sorry, the alphas.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like you get like both those different environments, but it's always it always comes down to like them against me. Like in every kind of zombie context, it at the end of the day, it's what would you do to like survive or protect the person you love, you know? And so I think that like that's a big one. we want to put ourselves in that context because, like we had COVID, right? We had to live through this period where we were isolated and had to like be separated from the people that we engage with. And so to be able to kind of like have an outlet that is like extreme and out there, but like relatable, same with like things like 9/11 and the crash and fucking world wars, like all of those things. Everyone kind of had to think like, what am I willing to do for blank, fill in the blank, whatever you value, whatever you deem as like core to you. And zombie movies are a great way to kind of represent things that are, it's you against them. It's they're just like the opposition in whatever context you need,
Yeah, it's as simple. It simplifies it that much.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it so.
Yeah, they're
effective.
mindless. They have no motive, like in every context. It's 28. It's like, the Bone Temple. We find out that like the zombies, they see the humans as the threat,
As what they look like, as exactly how we see them.
right? And so that like, I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen some kind of motive given to the zombies, which is why I'm like actually kind of interested in it. But prior to that, zombies were just like an op, like they don't have any kind of purpose. So you can attach whatever you want to it, and it's scary, and there's always a looming threat, and you don't know what's around the corner, and I think we're drawn to that kind of stuff.
We are.
We love that adrenaline rush.
You said what I wrote down.
Shit.
Good job. You pass. Control and simplified fear. Zombies turn complicated sociological issues, politics, economy, climate, pandemics, into a simple, solvable solution. Survive the day, protect your people, don't get bit. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Simplicity is key.
Yeah.
And the tiny adjectives that you add to it is just what makes it unique and makes people come back for it.
Right.
Fear of losing self and becoming soulless and mindless. We have Haiti, loss of autonomy in slavery.
Yeah.
We have mall zombies, mindless consumerism, and then that actually gets retouched with a lot of zombie movies.
Oh yeah.
Rage infected, identity overwritten by virus, COVID, swine flu.
How do people
corporation
respond
and how do we respond to it? And I ate with this one, brother. I made a revelation whenever I was going over this.
Ooh.
So zombies are the antithesis of ghosts. Ghosts are a soul without a body, and zombies are a body without a soul.
Whoa.
They are two sides of the same fucking coin, bro.
Cook.
It's really interesting to see how those two don't really get associated together.
Yeah.
But they are essentially the complete opposite of each other.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they're not connected more. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have, at the end of the day, where I feel like we connect to the joy so much of zombies, it's just an escape fantasy. That's all it is, bro. I don't have to work no more.
Yeah.
I don't have societal pressures.
Yeah.
And if a zombie outbreak comes out, I'm coming down here. We're getting it done. We're going to go get our loved ones. Everyone else is a non-issue, bro. They need to get terminated. Bitten or not. They gotta go. Who's gonna
Question.
stop me?
Question for you. Do you feel like, in a way, a world with zombies is easier than the world we live in? Because we're talking a lot about simplification of like issues and things that we're seeing in our world. If we keep using the word simplified to describe zombies in those contexts, those worlds, is The Last of Us an easier environment than what we're living in right now?
So I also realized as I was whipping this up, that was kind of like my conclusion, especially with how prominent these post-apocalyptic scenarios are as a whole, just so overdone. I'm not going to say overdone because I do enjoy them, but post-apocalyptic movies and video games and survival video games, we have Minecraft survival mode. We have all these games
Goated.
where Rust, you know what I'm saying, Ark, like
Right.
people actively go
Got
out of their
it.
way to get dropped in a loincloth and they'd have literally nothing. You pick up a rock. That's your first tool. Then you slowly build yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you do co-op and you do it with the boys. And that is what people spend a lot of their time doing after they're doing what they have to do in real life.
Yeah.
That's their escape to be in a loincloth.
Neanderthal it up for a minute.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's enjoyable to you after living your life. That says something within itself, not to the gamers. That's not dissing the gamers. Those games are fun. I just don't do them because I'm not creative enough. I'm not touching Minecraft. Fuck off. But it's something
We'd have
to
so much
think
fun.
about, because why is your idea of fun being in a post-apocalyptic environment
Yeah.
and just struggling to survive? Is it easier than what you do on your day by day? That's rough. That sucks.
Tough.
And I relate. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Interesting. I like it.
All right, here we are. We kind of jumped. We gotta go back a little bit.
All right.
Zombies versus other monsters. I think that zombies, you're not gonna watch a movie with just one zombie as the antagonist.
Not interesting.
Not interesting. They're not strong enough.
No. Not the point.
Vampires, on the other hand, you can do it.
For sure.
It's been done, and they're all great.
Yeah.
Vampires, they represent power, seduction,
Yep.
in a hierarchy.
Yeah.
The elite feeding on the poor.
Yeah.
And then we have werewolves. Werewolves represent rage, losing control, duality of man, primal urge.
Yeah.
Ghosts typically represent guilt, unfinished business, in the past haunting you. All are scary and have a full threat of their own, but zombies are a mass tragedy.
Always.
It's a product of a failed system you have been forced to trust your whole life. Now everyone is the problem. Empty shells of their former selves trying to take you down with you in literal droves. Interesting. That'd be really good for a video game, huh? So now we're going to transition to video games and how they are. Every single I listed, all of these video games, everyone has at least played the game, which is a monument on just zombie games themselves. We have
100%.
Resident Evil. We have Left 4 Dead. We have Call of Duty Zombies. Once they put that in World at War, bro,
Oh, brother.
they never looked back and they shouldn't have. Great. Dead Rising, The Last of Us. Last of Us, I'm going to include because it is a cinematic masterpiece, the video game. You are playing in a movie.
Yes.
But the first four, those are straight up just zombie galore.
Yeah.
Just zombie fun.
Yeah. Pile them on, mow them down.
Bow them on, mow them down.
That's it.
I don't know the lore for any of them.
Nope.
And I've put thousands of hours in
matter.
them combined.
Yep.
I don't know shit what I'm doing. It doesn't matter, bro.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
How can you put so much effort in this video game and you don't know anything about it? Why is that?
Yeah.
It's
Zombies are very unique in that regard.
you don't need lore. You
No,
don't
no.
need a story, dude. You don't.
I feel like that's a pro and a con. I think that's a pro for video games.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a con for movies. One thing that I was wondering when we were talking about doing this episode was like zombies aren't scary anymore.
No.
I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I'm a little bitch when it comes to horror movies. A little bitch when it comes to thrillers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm such a
Sure
pussy.
is.
I watched both 28 Years Later, like in the same day, and was fine. Like, and I think the reason for that,
Because you're with me.
yeah, had to put my big boy pants on for
You feel safe around me.
for my boyfriend. No, I feel like we've taken away the threat a little bit by removing some of that depth. You don't need the depth because them as a antagonist doesn't revolve necessarily around their lore. Bone Temple focused more on what happens to civilization, what happens to the people who are a part of this universe, you know? You can dive into those other mediums within that universe because zombies are okay being just kind of a background antagonist. They're there. They provide a context. They provide something to look out for. Stakes. But let's be real. Sometimes they're not like an actual threat. Do you feel like that's a problem, or do you think that are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it because my favorite zombie movies don't have that issue. With video games, I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And
I'm in it to win it.
I'm in it to win it, bro. The things I noted on that specifically, we're going to get back to that.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
You
Jumping ahead of the gun.
Yep. Because that's in our next segment, Bob.
Okay. I'm sorry.
The apocalypse fantasy.
I'm just excited.
I love it. So the reason why zombie video games are so effective is because everyone is your target. It's guilt-free. They aren't human. They look like they're human, but they're not. It's a horde design. It is horde. Horde. Horde.
It's a horror design.
Horde design. It's just straight dopamine, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally justified genocide. Zombie video games, Left 4 Dead, zombies, Dead Rising, you are committing genocide, but they're not actually human anymore, so it's okay. And you are rewarded with more people that you kill. Galen, you play Left 4 Dead.
I have.
The stats after every single round, feeling a little salty you didn't kill as much as your friend.
Yep.
What? You're upset you didn't kill enough? You killed less and you're upset about it?
You put thousands of hours in these games. How do you feel about that? What does that say about you, Tristan?
Exactly. And that's the point that I'm trying to get to. Okay? That's weird.
You're a sick fuck.
It's kind of weird when you think about it.
It is.
It's kind of
strange.
weird. Zombies, the more you kill, the better guns you get to kill better.
Yeah. And
It's just
not only that, but like a huge trope with zombies is your loved one is about to turn. The nice thing to do is
yeah.
pop
Every
them.
single time. There's like in every single zombie movie.
Every single zombie movie.
Like, bro, we get it. You're not shooting me. I'm going to turn. And you're going to take care of me.
Right. Keep me chained up till you find a antidote.
So I think that those key things does, like for Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising, those were phenomenons within themselves, right? They were so ingrained in your co-op night with the boys. They did not have lastingness. Why? Because the story wasn't that deep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like, it has pretty decent replayability because there were so many options in like the RNG and Left 4 Dead and then Dead Rising. It's a whole mall to explore, different routes to take. Call of Duty Zombies, they just re-up every single video game, whatever. Resident Evil is still so present because they changed their formula. I'm going to argue and say every single video game is pretty different. After 5, they really like started spicing things up.
Yeah.
6 was ass, but then 7, Village, 9 is going to be amazing. I already know it's going to be. Resident Evil 4 is their best one, but they are able to really just know how to tell a story. Resident Evil can tell a motherfucking story, bro. I love Resident Evil. And The Last of Us is just a movie. And it's about the rebuilding of society.
Yep.
That's what the video game is about. They just have a really cool zombie concept.
It's true.
The cordyceps.
It's true.
It's super cool.
It really
It is the most grounded
Yeah.
in terms of realism.
Yeah.
I use that really loosely, of course. But
I mean, shit. There are like animals within our world get taken over by shit like that. I think I just saw like there's spiders in some country that are like being taken over by fungi.
who's to say that in a couple of decades they couldn't fucking turn over a
Me,
baby?
I don't want to say it. Fuck.
I think that overall the fun of zombies is just being able to be Joey Badass.
Yeah.
Nothing matters. It doesn't matter that you went to fucking IT school after the
Damn.
zombie apocalypse. It doesn't matter, bro. Who cares that I bartended if a zombie outbreak
Low
happens?
blow, brother.
None of that matters.
Yeah.
I could be a dork.
We're gonna have the most goated fucking setup in our zombie apocalypse house because of me. So shut
That
up.
is true. That is true. You're really taking that personally.
I did.
So like, what I'm saying is, you can start brand new.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people thought about you in high school. It doesn't matter about your friend group and like everyone talks about your back because they're dead now. None of this matters. We can really just like start brand new.
Yeah.
That's the appeal of anything apocalypse, but specifically zombies.
Yeah.
And I think that being able to, at least as opposed to a Mad Max world, your opposition is probably going to be like what? The sun. You know what I'm saying? Being a mechanic is going to be your opposition. With zombies, like, we're still on Earth.
Yeah.
We still have access to resources. We just have zombie obstacles. If we have the correct weaponry and if we do it correctly, we can achieve it.
Yeah.
And with video games and like how you see the progression and like these medias is just like the harder you work, the more effort you put in, the more bountiful your harvest is in terms of like how well you do in this world. And then you're going to have like other humans, scavengers. But like, that's fun. Yay. I get to kill a real human.
Hey,
they attacked me first, so it's fine.
If you find a Jimmy, run.
Run away, dude. He sucks so bad. I think that my favorite zombies are gonna be it's fine. Um I think that my favorite zombies are gonna be The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I really enjoy what they're doing with 28 Years Later
too.
with
Very interesting concept, Samson.
Samson being diagnosed as schizo.
Spoilers.
And then we also have the girl with all the gifts that actually did fungal before The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a second generation little zombie girl. And all the humans think that this second generation kids are mimicrying being a human. But the fungal infection is coexisting with their brain as opposed to taking it over like the first generation that are actually zombies. And they had pretty similar traits with Last of Us zombies. The first generation, they would like go dormant until they're stimulated to attack. And it was interesting to see this human nurse take care of this zombie girl, because the zombie girl is really smart. They have a very genuine relationship, but the way that they interact is unique because she can't just go hug her because she's going to smell her human and then she's going to turn into a little feral. And seeing how they have to change how their relationship is, and towards the end of the movie, the little girl learns more about the real world and like is coming to the consensus that humans are just obsolete. We're the new wave. This is how evolution is supposed to happen for us. And like, I'm gonna keep you around, girl, but like, you're old news. I like those type of conversations in movies because there was a lot of zombie tension in that movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't about that. 28 days later, it was a lot about how are these humans turning after this attack. The whole arc with the military is stressful. It's so stressful. And then when Cillian Murphy shoots the chain of that chained up zombie and he looks at him, he's like, then sprints off. Oh, that is my favorite part. I get chills every time.
Yeah.
That unspoken bond that he had with that zombie.
Yeah. There's something.
There was sentience in that moment.
There's something.
There was sentience in that moment.
I love that they built on that with 28 years.
I think that exploring new ways, World War Z, it was, the Earth was healing itself. The zombies did not attack the sick.
Yeah.
Because the sick is not hurting Earth.
Yeah.
The able-bodied are.
Yeah.
They're able-bodied. They got nothing better to do but ruin this planet. You know what I'm saying? So I think that utilizing zombies as a vessel to talk about, I don't know, something about we live in a society, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
Because that is what they're for.
For sure.
Zombies specifically.
For sure.
We live in a society.
Yeah.
Because that's what it does feel like.
Them against us. You know, that's always what it is. And it can divulge down deeper than that. But, like, at its simplest form, that's what it is. It's a nice escape. It's a nice way to live that out, you know?
And I think that it says a lot about who you are by like what your favorite mythos is, to be honest. For sure. What do you like about that so much? Like, why do you...
What do you like about that so much?
Why do I like zombies and vampires so much? Exactly what you think. Vampires are the embodiment of lust and seduction and manipulation.
Zombies. So.
It's easy. And then zombies are just you know, you just feel like everyone's out to get you, and you just like you feel like you're outnumbered with who you are compared to how everyone else is, and everyone has the same thought, but everyone thinks everyone's out to get them, and that everyone is alike except for me. All of you can relate besides me. That's what everyone thinks, and that's what zombies are.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally, just get rid of the labels and then make them dead and want to eat you. It's them against us. Galen, what do you think that zombies are about to turn into? Do you have any theories on what we're looking at for future zombie movies so we don't get burnt out?
It's a good question. All right. This is right off the dome. I didn't think about this except for the past 5 seconds. But, all right, fuck. I like what 28 years later the Bone Temple kind of set in motion, where the zombies are, we get motive, we get reason, we get life to these creatures that up until now have solely been, we are achieving a purpose that the humans don't fully understand, right? Samson has been cured by Ian, you know, through drugs that show him what's real, right? I think we're gonna see a lot more humanization of zombies. I think we're gonna start exploring the zombies actually weren't the bad guys a lot more.
I want Samson to fight a full primal alpha.
Me too.
I want 2 alphas to fight, and
Sick
I want
as fuck.
Samson. I want to see how that goes.
Dick
and
swinging.
I want both of their penises to be swinging, and I want Samson to win, and I want that to kind of change the zombies around him.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
We, you know, like,
they can do a lot with it.
That's just kind of the way our culture is going, you know? Like we live in a society,
Yeah, indeed.
where one side views the other side as evil, and the other side views themselves as good, and the other side is evil. There's humanization brought to evil. There is perspective. There's insight given into the why, the how, the what. I think we're going to see a lot more of that, you know? I'm not opposed to it. I think it's an interesting thing to explore. I do think a part of me is like, yawn.
I do think that we still need to have zombies. I don't need a think piece every single movie.
Cheers.
I don't want it.
Cheers. And yeah, right. Like, that's my thing, is the way I see 28 years going. Man, 28 as a whole has been changing the direction of the zombie genre since 28 days, you know? And so, like, I'm seeing the progression of this story and the progression of the infected in 28, and I really like what they're doing. I think it's super interesting. I think the first movie brought new light to what zombies can be.
Cillian Murphy's flaccid penis.
Cillian Murphy's flaccid penis. We got Ray Fiennes' flaccid penis in 28 Years Later, The Lone Temple. Oh, yes!
Relax.
Anyways.
Give me that cup.
No. It's just water. But, and they, you know, they played into the whole humans are the villains, even in 28 Days. You got the military, their primal instinct as soon as a woman enters their compound. Right. And so I think 28 Years is progressing upon that. It's building upon the expansion on what zombies can be, what that genre can explore. I do think a part of me is like, let's go back.
It's giving Walking Dead a little bit.
I miss a good old fashioned brain rot. There's nothing up here. Those motherfuckers are dead, and there are fucking a million of them, and you gotta figure out how to get from point A to point B.
I think that one movie that I think is very underrated is Land of the Dead, and it is pre-existing post-apocalyptic zombie, and they're like set up in this big ass hotel downtown, and there's a caste system. You have runners, you have like resource runners, and then you have just like people that just like kind of live in the slums. They're just happy to be alive. They get like piss poor rations. And then you have the people in the hotel, the highly esteemed. They live this hotel mall life and everything's fine. Then you have this one guy that runs it all. And you have our main antagonist who runs the whole entire operation to make sure this stuff is even viable, constantly asking for like a promotion or raise, any recognition, shot down every single time. This zombie apocalypse has been going on so long that whenever they're exploring these towns, they're, you know, pumping gas. They're doing all these things that reminds them of their old selves. And we get one zombie who becomes more sentient than the others, and the other zombies kind of like follow suit. They're low-key using tools, and like this one guy like communicates like, hey, let's follow him. And then this huge wave of zombies goes to the hotel because of this one man's command. There's this one scene, I love it. They walk through a lake, they sink, and then they just all surface slowly from the water. And then they're banging on the door, on the glass panel, and like they're laughing. Then one guy has a jackhammer. He's like, hey, let me use that. Uses the jackhammer to break it down. And like we have a little bit of sentience. They're smart. There's mass in numbers. There's brutal deaths. There's conversation about like, this seems like pretty chill as a post-apocalyptic setup. Even low-key, they're in the slums, like they're all having fun. Like they're finding bliss in this. I'd rather be in the hotel, obviously. But it seems like a pretty feasible way of living in a zombie apocalypse. And it can all go to hell if a lot of zombies just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Only one of them was smart. The rest of them are still stupid.
Yeah.
And it can all just flip just like that. And I like movies like that. I like Girl with All the Gifts. That's more like cerebral, more of a think piece. But I think that Land of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later, I think those are probably going to be like my favorites and what I expect. A perfect balance of human issues and zombie madness. Because I still need zombie madness. And
yeah.
I think that I would be fine if we just stopped doing zombies for a while, to be honest, as a whole. I think we should like revisit, like, I don't know, do werewolves good for once.
I agree. I concur.
Let's just do werewolves.
Werewolves
once.
haven't gotten it
They've never done good.
ever.
Werewolves kind of suck because I haven't seen a good interpretation.
Ever. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
But that's all I got about zombies, bro.
Yeah.
I'm zombied out. I think I said my piece.
Type shit.
I love zombies. If you have any fun zombie facts you want to share with us, please let me know. The more I know, the better. And tell me if you learned anything. Because I learned a lot doing this. And it was really fun to research.
I have a question.
All
right. We both turn into zombies. If I turned into a zombie, how did it happen?
What?
How did it happen? How did I turn into a zombie? Zombie apocalypse starts. You can set the world however the fuck you want, but how did I specifically get bit? What is the way that I go out?
I think that it was a crowded environment, and you're kind of a docile doe. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You're more docile than someone like I. And
what?
I feel like in the pandemonium, don't yell at me. I feel like in the pandemonium, you would have got in that situation. I feel like you would be in a situation where the zombie outbreak was happening where you're at, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot going on. I feel like you probably would have got pushed over and you couldn't get back up.
That's so disrespectful.
But like you would get up and you'd be able to escape, but you still got bit.
That's insane.
What about me? How would I get bit? I wouldn't. I would die because I ran out of contacts and I broke my glasses and I can't see, so I might as well just end it. Not even because I'm scared or sad. I just can't see and it's just useless. Like, well, I don't see the point.
I can't believe you said that about me. That's crazy.
You definitely got bit by being in a situation you shouldn't even been with to begin with. You probably
what?
You probably try to do something like very good Samaritan.
Like what? I don't do good Samaritan shit.
I don't know, bro. That's just how I think about you. I just think you're a good guy, and it's gonna get you bit by a zombie. Do you think you're about to be Billy Badass?
No!
You're about to be
No, I'm definitely gonna kill myself, but like
you think you're Woody
it's just
Harrelson?
the fact that you said it.
You think about the Woody Harrelson it up?
Absolutely not. No, I'm definitely killing myself. But yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be the girl.
Docile doe is crazy.
It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna be the girl from the second Zombieland, where she was stuck in the freezer. She's wearing Uggs. For some reason, she's perfectly fine. She's an idiot. That's me.
You're definitely just gonna like run out of chicken and fucking take the risk and go to Kroger.
Throw away a hissy fit. There's no protein for this meal. Tristan, you haven't had protein in 5 years. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let zombies in just because I'm mad.
Not anymore with it. Ran out of apple juice. Can't make my garlic smoothie.
I definitely would throw some hissy fit over some like old worldly pleasure that I can't have anymore.
100%. Go out and out of stubbornness and get cooked.
That's exactly
You'd have like, you would have, you would set up the perfect environment. You'd like, you'd get to a Menards first, and and like run that shit, have everything you need, and then off of some dumb fucking stubborn, I want McDonald's, I'm gonna go see if one nearby has anything left. Go out.
I get devoured by some big old fella. Big old fella.
Yeah.
He was there too, looking for the fries.
You and them both. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would do well in a post-apocalyptic environment.
Oh yeah, no, I'm cooked. I'm first to go, man. Fuck.
Do you know how to plant crops?
No, I don't.
Do you know how to
Was that a
salvage
question?
metals and repurpose them into another usable thing? I don't.
Nope.
I don't
See,
even
that's
have
why
a
we need-
toolbox.
We need my stepdad, Justin.
We do need Justin and we need Sarah.
We're going.
We're literally moving in with your parents. That's literally my only option.
Yeah. That's our best bet.
It really is.
And
And
you
I'm
know
okay
what?
with that.
They would love it.
Oh, that would be
Oh, they would love it.
that would
Family dinner every night. Big dubs.
The treehouse will get built in a week. We got nothing better to do.
Right? We'd have to listen to them eventually. I think that's
What?
how I'd go out. I'd kill myself because.
Nah, but I'm calling it.
we ran it.
Zombies. The origin of zombies is very sad,
Yeah.
very tragic, and
Yeah.
I think that the transition into the zombies that we have today still hold a very solid consistency, which is the lack of identity and the fear of losing said identity. And I think that the wavering factors of mass and distrust in society, I think distrust in like the infrastructure was in the origin as well. But I think that we play into new meanings as time goes on, just like everything else, just like language. And I think it's fun to follow that,
Yeah.
but also remember like where it started,
Yeah.
because I think it makes it even more impactful
Agreed.
whenever we talk about these topics.
I'm excited to see where zombie franchises go. I just hope that at the end of the day they hold on to some of the core of what initiated zombies to begin with.
It'd be cool to see them explore like more Haitian ways of turning people into zombies, maybe.
Yeah, give some credit. You know?
Like, let's go back to the fundamentals, because I think that would be fun to do.
Yeah.
Little voodoo occult.
Yeah.
Maybe some tourist ended up in Haiti and they shouldn't have, and then now they're a zombie.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. All right.
So
You good?
I'm wrapping it up. I hope we learned something. I hope we laughed.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for tuning in.
For listening to us rant. Tristan mainly. Come
The
back for
next-
another episode.
The next one is going to be Lord of the Rings. The next deep dive is going to be Lord of the Rings.
Yep. So
Galen's going to be commandeering that one.
end of March. End of March, we are going to be doing a deep dive into the world of Lord of the Rings. This motherfucker's never seen Lord of the Rings at all. It is
have
one
to
of
watch
my favorite series, movies, books. I grew up reading the books. I grew up watching the movies. I am a diehard. So I'm really excited for that one. Tristan is not. Tune in. It's going to be a great time.
It's gonna be great.
We'll be back next week, next Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting,
Thank you so much.
subscribing, liking. Have a
Good
great
night.
rest of your week. All right.
Anyway.